What's up, guys? So, if you've ever wondered why it is so damn hard in this coaching business world to say like who you help and what you do for them and find like a way of communicating that feels aligned with you, find a way of marketing that doesn't feel spammy or whatever, I have a theory on why this is the case in this world of coaching. So, if you're being honest, right, like in your intimate relationship, it's easier to become emotional about things, right, and not like see things objectively. Like you can look at any of your friends and you can be like, oh, well, I see what's wrong with their relationship and I know exactly what they should do to fix it. But when it comes to, our own, we're blinded by the emotion that we have in that relationship, right? Well, I think that the same tendency actually occurs in coaching businesses because these businesses are very unique in that they are close to our heart. Like we have a message that we want to share with the world. We have a mission that we want to fulfill. And in a lot of ways, our message is the business. Or in other words, we are the business, right? Like my website is brianelwood.net, and my YouTube channel is called my own name, right? So it's like we are very tied up with this business, almost as if it's like an intimate partner. And because of that, it can be tricky to, be objective about the business. And, coaches say things like, I tried that marketing technique, but it just didn't feel right to me, And if you were selling like t-shirts or something, you probably wouldn't think it through that much. You would just like try the damn marketing technique. But we can't do that when we are emotionally invested in these businesses and tied up with it. And it's like our mission and it's on our heart. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with like putting your foot down and being like, I don't want to say this in my messaging, or I don't want to serve that, or I don't want to use this technique, because you should get aligned with your business. Like there should be, you should feel great about the way your business is set up and the way it's structured and the way it's going. The same way you should feel that way about like an intimate relationship. It's just only going to make it work more fluidly. And so you need to do that. And there's a few steps. There's a few main steps towards getting really aligned with the business. There's more to the story, right? Like the alignment piece is the foundation. There's more like marketing and learning a little bit of sales and learning a lead gen strategy and things like that. But I think these are the like fundamental, I think there's 4 things I'm about to go over that are off the top of my head that will get you into alignment with your business. It'd be like if you had a problem with your relationship and you went to a therapist together, couples counseling, and you worked through all your shit together and like everything was perfect. But in your coaching business, the equivalent of working through the junk in your business, because truthfully, you can get any fancy marketing technique or whatever, but if you don't have the inside aligned with the outside being the business, then it won't work for a variety of reasons. So anyways, here's the big 4 that I recommend getting into alignment so that your coaching business can thrive and you can feel great about it and show up and grow it every day. The first thing would be to choose the right customer. Okay. This is like your ideal client. You're going to spend more time with your clients on some days than you will with your own family. So it's really important that you love the people that you serve. You're really excited to show up and serve them. They give you energy instead of taking it away from you. That is key. And so like the way I think about it is, who would I want to go meet for a beer? For me, it's like entrepreneurs, especially coaches, right? That's why I serve you guys, is because you're the type of person that I want to spend time with the most. And so like, when I have a call with a client, like it's not like I'm dreading this thing on my calendar. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to work with her today and take the next step towards growing her business, getting her mission out there, because I know like we're just going to really vibe and connect. And the stuff we're going to be talking about is exciting to me too. That's the second big decision too, is like the niche, right? So what topic are you going to be coaching on? In my opinion, it should be this topic that you're the most personally excited about, because then you have alignment with your work. Like I go to a seminar and I learn something cool about growing an education business. And then I can come back and help my clients with the same stuff that I learned. So the inputs that I have and then the outputs are connected. And that's really key. I used to coach in real estate for a long time, but I was not interested in it anymore. And so I was kind of just showing up, going through the motions. Yes, it was what I was good at, but it wasn't what I was passionate about. And so I recommend going with what you're passionate about and finding number 3, actually, in order to make this all work. And number 3 is about delivering something that you honestly can fulfill on. So in other words, like you think about your promise that you're making to the market, and what can you actually deliver on 110% of the time? See, coaches, they struggle with imposter syndrome. They struggle with this like confidence, like, am I worthy to be a coach? You know, like, can I ask for money? You know, and it's all this junk. And I talk to coaches all the time, a lot of new coaches especially, and they always tell me things like, yeah, I haven't started yet because I'm working on my online course or whatever. I'm writing this book. And those honestly are just procrastination excuses, because that's not the first thing you're supposed to do strategically in this industry anyways. If you want to make money, if you have millions of dollars and you just want to write books and sell courses, then that's great. But like, if you want to make a business out of this now, you want it to be your livelihood, you wouldn't do that strategically, but they do it as like a way to delay getting in the market, getting in the game. So anyways, number 3 in terms of getting aligned with your work is all about finding what you can authentically offer the market. If all you can help somebody with for sure right now is to help them build their freaking website, then just promise that. Don't overpromise, because then there's this disconnect between what you're saying and what you can do. It doesn't feel right to you. You're not going to like the work that you do. You're not going to like showing up. So that's number 3. Number 4 is your marketing strategy, like the way that you are creating content and showing up, the way you're generating leads. Do you like the platform that you're growing? Do you like the format? Like, do you like videos versus writing? The style, all that kind of stuff. You know, I've tried a lot of different marketing techniques that people told me I should use, but I didn't like them. You know, it just felt kind of fake, or it was like, this just isn't quite right. And so, you know, making this video, there's probably better ways for me to do this. I could maybe have more energy and act crazy or whatever, but it's just not me. And, you know, I like the marketing that I do. Most of the marketing that I do is actually through writing, and that's my favorite thing to do. And then I do a decent amount of paid advertising on YouTube as well. And I have this Facebook group, and that's it. And I love that. And so choosing the marketing strategy that you're like, this is fun to me, this feels authentic to me, that's going to work better for you than just choosing what some guru says is the meta right now, whatever the best technique is right now. Because even though it might be better, it won't work if you don't sustain it. If you give up on it and do something different, then you'll ultimately fail. So, you know, obviously consistency leads to success. And so my question would be like, what can you do very consistently in order to succeed in getting leads? Because if you don't get more eyeballs to your work, then you won't succeed. No matter how great your messaging is, no matter like if you have all the other 3 things we talked about today, you still won't succeed. Unfortunately, that is the case. So those are the big 4, guys. I hope that helps some of you today. And if you want some help figuring out what your big four are so that you can build your coaching business on the proper foundation, shoot me a DM. Let's have a conversation to see if my one-on-one coaching program would be a good fit for you. It's designed for coaches who have served at least 5 clients and they want to grow to a consistent 6-figure per year income. The very first thing that we fix is the stuff that we talked about in this video. So that's all I got for you guys. Have a fantastic day, and here's to your success. Peace.